Hello, welcome to the FE Mechanical Practice Exam. This is electricity practice exam question number 2. And basically the problem says, find the voltage of the battery number 2. Battery number 2. So the first thing that I'm going to do is to bring the formulas that they are giving us in the exam. And these are some of the formulas. And what I'm going to see is that I'm going to use one of the formulas that it's in here, that is the Kirchhoff's voltage law, that it says that all the sources that have a voltage that rises equals to all the voltage that drops. So voltage that rises are these V3, V1, and V2, and the consumption is the drops that it's in here are R1 and R2, that are the resistors. So usually what I do is I change a little this equation is the sum of voltage that rises minus the sum of voltage that drops equals 0. But it's much more easier to calculate later. So, and also what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through some nodes around. So, and I'm going to name them A, B, C, and D. So it's much more easier to calculate everything. So, and I'm going to start going around in circle until I come from A, B, C, D, and then to come back to A. So if I see what happened when I go from A to B, I see that it's a battery, that it's a voltage that goes up. So this is plus V3. And then when I go to B to C, I'm going to see that there is a resistor that it's going to drop, because when I go from this side, from left to right, in this case, in the same direction of the current, when I go in the same direction of the current, it's a voltage that drops. So because it's a consumption, so what I'm going to do is R1I, that is the current, resistor times the current is the voltage. Then what I see, V1, that it's going down, so minus V1. Then I go from C to D, that is a consumption, minus R2I. And then when I go to V to A, I assume that this is minus to plus, so it's a voltage rises. So let's call it V2 equals 0. So let's rearrange this equation, and we have V2 equals minus V3, plus I times R1 plus R2, plus V1. So now I have to replace put the numbers into the equation. We can change the color. V2 equals minus V3, that is 50 volts, plus I, that is 0.4 amps, times R1 plus R2, R1 5 plus 20, R2 ohms, plus V1, that is 10 volts. So, and if I calculate the numbers, minus 50 volts plus 10 volt plus 10 volts, and this equals V2 equals minus 30 volts. So I cannot have negative voltage in a battery, it's positive always. So what I assumed that it was going from minus to plus. Now, because it gave me a negative number, this is going to from plus to minus. So this is an inverse. And that's all. And thank you very much, and stay tuned for more FE mechanical practice exam videos.